Good morning. We're in Parshas Dvarim, heading to Shabbos Chazoin, and we see that when it comes to mentioning the rebuke on the Jewish people, there's one thing really we can understand, learn from Moshe Rabbeinu. And it's brought down in the Torah that when you rebuke someone, you don't say straight out his sins. We don't bring out the sin of another person. You bring out the good of the other person. Rabbi Levi Yitzchak Berditchev was someone that was melamed schus on every Yid. We had the Baal Shem Tov, a story of the Baal Shem Tov, that there's once a rich person, not necessarily he dealt business between man and another man properly, but through that he was able to support different good causes. So he's melamed schus on him. So sure, bad has to be eradicated, but there's a way to deal with another human being. On ourselves, sometimes we can be harsh. On ourselves, we can say why we did certain things. But on someone else, you have to learn a schus. And Moshe Rabbeinu only hinted by saying the places where they went and where they caused the sin. They didn't outright say the sin. And that's what we can learn out from this. That by being decent with another Jew, that gave the koyach later on in the parsha. Like it says, Bnei Gad Bnei Reuven, B'tarei Zraya Af Kodkoid. Bnei Gad knocked off the hand and the head in one shot. What's brought down in Gemara, that Zraya Af Kodkoid goes on tefillin. And on tefillin, when you put on tefillin before the war, that's what they did then, that caused that the war should be successful. So we don't do it. We don't put on tefillin to be successful. We put on tefillin to do what God wants us to do. But the outcome is that the Yarum Mecca. And that's how they prepared to go into Eretz Yisrael. And we see that when they fought the Midian, even though they knew that Moshe Rabbeinu would not go into Eretz Yisrael, and after they win the war, Moshe Rabbeinu is going to be nostalgic, they went on Mesiras Nefesh. And it says at the end, V'nifkadish. So the Eibusha should help. That by hinting to other people, finding the good in other people, which by finding the good in other people, and they put on tefillin because of you, you're also successful. So the idea is to bring it out with another Jew. Be melamed schus on them. As one said, that you look on the person where he is now. So he could have done so many other things. But if he's in shul on Shabbos, he could have driven to shul. He's in shul on Shabbos, he decided to drive to shul and not to anywhere else. That is a maila. Because you look in the way he is now. And we have to reveal the essence of every Jew. And Be'ez Hashem, by doing that, and by saying good on others, praising other Jews, will come to the time when the Beis HaMikdash will be built in the 9 days. We won't have to wait for V'eschana that we should have to daven for the Gula. Maybe imply right now. When God sees we reveal the essence of every Jew, He reveals His essence too. And His essence will be revealed when the Mashiach is revealed with the building of the third Beis HaMikdash. So long live our Master, Teacher, and Rebbe, King Mashiach forever and ever. Long live our Master, Teacher, and Rebbe, King Mashiach forever and ever. Long live our Master, Teacher, and Rebbe, King Mashiach forever and ever.